Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to take it back to basics and get into the number one thing you absolutely have to get right if you're going to rank in Google Maps. This is a prerequisite to every other thing you're ever going to do if you want to rank in Google Maps. So I want to take you through it one more time, make sure you understand it, and show you how to get it right. So let's jump right into my computer and get started. Here in my computer, and we're at the site myrtlebeachaccounting.com. This is a site that I used as a test site for one of my courses for ranking in Google Maps, so I'm comfortable showing it with you here today. So if you do see it, please don't mess with it. It is for educational purposes, but I've had people mess with sites that I put in public before, so I'd appreciate it if you didn't do that. So without further ado, what we're going to be talking about today is ranking in Google Maps, and the number one thing you absolutely have to get right if you're going to rank in Google Maps. You can do all the fancy map stacking gigs that you want. You can do, I don't know, you can do custom maps and all these other cool things that you can do that really do help. But if you don't get this right, none of that's going to matter. So this one thing you absolutely have to do. So I'm going to show it to you in 2 or 3 different places so you can get the idea. And then I'm going to show you how you can get it taken care of. So the thing that we're talking about is the name, address, and phone number of your website, or the NAP for short. What the NAP is exactly what it sounds like. It's the abbreviation for the name of your website, meaning the name of your business, the address of your business, and the telephone number of your business, and along with the URL of the website of your business. Now, the key to this is to get these right every single place on the internet that you put it. Now, by what I mean by getting it right. Getting it right means making it consistent with every other place on the internet, so Google knows that you're talking about the exact same business. Now, where do you need to put this in the first place to make sure that it's right? Let's get into that. So we're here in the Google Business account for this website. Now, Google Business is what you set up if you have a business that you want to show up in Google Map listings. You do that by going to google.com/business. There's plenty of training out there on the internet how to do that. If you need help with it, you can hit up our Facebook group or check out my course that I'll leave a link to in the description. But for the most part, the part we're going to focus on today is this right here. The name, address, and phone number of your business. So the name of this business is Myrtle Beach Accounting. And the address is this right here, 112 Ivy Stone Drive, STE number F, Myrtle Beach, SC, 29588. Now, what's important to notice here is that instead of suite, we put the abbreviation STE, and we put the pound sign or the number sign, or for you millennials out there, the hashtag F. So that seems like a mundane detail, and in most cases in life it probably would be, but everywhere that we're going to list this site or cite this site as in like when you did a paper in college and you had to cite your sources, we're going to put that exactly the same, at least as often as the other sites will let us. So if we come back over to the website, you can see I have it the exact same way there. Drive spelled out. Some people might put DR instead of drive, but the way we have it is drive spelled out, then suite abbreviated to STE, then number sign F. So that's important to get right across all your citations. Now, what is a citation? A citation is, like I said, it's like in college when you had to cite your sources in a paper. It's anywhere else on the internet that your name, address, and phone number, along with a link to your website, is listed. So the most popular example of these, and even though I'm not a fan of them at all, but the most popular one is Yelp. Yelp is probably the biggest citation site in the world, and it's one you gotta have, unfortunately. But if you come over here, you see that in this case, we don't have the number F because they wouldn't let that in there. But we have Ivy Stone Drive, and they don't let us spell out the word drive. So this is not actually 100% accurate, but we could go in, but some sites won't let you fix it, but we could try and go in and fix it. So let's go ahead and see if we can't do that. Okay, so we want to double check with our Google Business. And again, we have drive spelled out. So we're going to come in here and change that. And then we're going to leave suite alone because that's right. And then we're going to put the number sign. And we're going to see if that's going to accept it. Everything else looks right in accordance with our Google Business. So let's see if it'll let us update that. Sometimes these can be particular. And we're going to submit changes. Sometimes they'll reject changes, but this one's pretty minor, so it may not. But the moderators will look at it and they'll probably update it. So that will be accurate and be consistent with what we have here in our Google business. Now, the trick is to get this right everywhere on the internet, and you need to have, there's a base of about 20 or 30 sites like Yelp that you need to have these on, and then you can go into more depth and like analyze your competitors and do some things like that in order to get all the citations that are available to you and get them all consistent with one another. Now, as you can imagine, this can be quite daunting if you take over someone else's site that's tried to do this and didn't do it right, or if you just have a bunch of these that you want to do and it's going to take you some time. So there's some different ways you can go about it. But first, let's talk about seeing how consistent you are with them. So there's a few different tools you can do this with, but the easiest one is moz.com/local. And looks like they've changed this around a little bit on me. Check my listing. And we're going to put in Myrtle Beach Accounting. And now it's going to take a few minutes, and it's going to go out and check all your listings. So as you can see, we haven't done a very good job with this. We're 38% complete, 59% incomplete, meaning that these are ones that we haven't done that we should have done. And then we have none that are inconsistent, so that's good. And no duplicates. So we're doing okay. We got some things that we need to work on, some that we need to get built. And these are Asciom, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, Best of the Web, Insider Pages, and so on. So that's one tool that you can use to check them. But like I said, there are probably 40 or 50 that every site needs to have as long as they're a local business. And then some others that you need to get done in order to do that. So what I've done is I found our Legiit featured service of the week, who has a service that will not only build these for you, but will give you the ability to monitor them in the future to make sure they stay consistent and update them for you. So I'm going to show you that. All right, so we're here on Legiit, and let's pick any category so we can come over here and see our featured service of the week. You can see it's from Design Lubbock, and it's for business listings and citations. Now, this is not your run-of-the-mill citation service. There's a lot of people that do a great job, and I've suggested some of them in the past. But this one in particular, I like it because not only do you get the citations created, but with the standard package, you're actually going to get them done within 72 hours, and you're going to get access to a fancy dashboard like this, where you can log into it anytime and check to see if your listings are synced or not, or if they're being synced, or if they're correct, or if you need to connect them, and on and on and on. Just lots of data in this really nice dashboard inside your account. So this is one that the seller was nice enough to show us, but you can see he's got 41 that are listed, 21 that are currently synced, meaning that they're synced with the correct address, and one that requires action. He needs to create a Yellow Pages account. So his is doing pretty well. But basically, he's going to go through, he's going to build all these citations for you. I think it's like synced up to 200 directories. It doesn't say how many it creates. I think it's like 30 or 40. And ask him to be 100% sure. Then you're going to get a nice dashboard like this. You're going to get them all optimized correctly so that you get the maximum effect, including images, link to your website, name, address, and phone number, and stuff like that. So this is an easy way to get this done for you and to save the trouble of going through and manually building these. So, I mean, look at it. Just think about it. You'd have to create your Google Maps, your Yelp, your Bing, your Yellow Pages, Where to, Foursquare, City Squares, Yellowbot, and on and on and on and on. And you can imagine how much time that would take, and especially when you have to be that precise that you get everyone right. Because we saw over here that even with the example I used, I didn't even notice before I started this video, but it had some errors too. So there's a lot to be done, and it's much easier to come over here, spend $100, get it done really quickly, and have access to be able to monitor it from then on. So just to cover that again really fast, you want to set in your Google business, google.com/business, your name, address, and telephone number, along with your website. Then you're going to put that on your website, of course. And then you're going to get citations such as Yelp, Foursquare, Yellow Pages, and so on created. Make sure that they're all 100% consistent. And you absolutely can do this manually if you want to save some money and do it that way. I did that with some of my first sites because I didn't have the money yet to do it. And I thought it was a good learning experience for me. So do it manually yourself. Then get the idea so you can kind of inspect what you expect, and then go ahead and pick up this service to get it done for you so you can have the peace of mind in the future that it's already ready. So that's the easiest way I know to go about doing it. I think this is a great service, and Let me just once again stress how important it is to get these 100% right. Without this, you are not going to rank in Google Maps. Now, this alone isn't going to be enough either, although in some cases it might be. But if you don't get this right, nothing else matters. Nothing else you do is going to work until this is 100%. So take the time, get this right. I'll see if I can't find a list of the top citation directories and link that in the description too. No promises, but I'll see if I can find one. That'll give you an idea of what ones you need to fill out. But I really suggest you come over, you check out this service. I've known the seller for quite some time, and I know he'll do a great job. And like I said, you'll get the peace of mind of this nice, clean-looking dashboard that you can check him out from then on. So that's all I got for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Take it back to basics. Everybody wants to make SEO complicated and like skip to the end of the book and not do the basic work like this. So I think it's important to remember every once in a while to take it back to basics. Stuff that's worked 10 years ago, some of it still works. And this is a core principle of SEO, at least for local SEO. So take your time, get this right, or get somebody to do it for you that knows what they're doing. Again, that's all I got for you today. Thanks for watching this video. Do me a big favor, click the subscribe button and the notification bell so you'll get alerted whenever we release new videos. And then do me a favor and check me out on Facebook at superstarseo.com/Facebook and on Instagram at superstarseo. Thanks again and have a great day.